hair on my stomach. Gosh, pregnancy is rough. Thank you, pregnancy, on that. Thank you guys so much for being here. What the heck? This is so fun. I'm so glad that you clicked on my face and decided to drop by my channel. So thank you very much. If you are familiar with this scene already, you probably watched my major nesting mode vlog. I share us setting up this beautiful crib that we got off of Facebook Marketplace for $50 with a mattress. And then kind of going through all of my baby clothes and washing them. So if you haven't yet seen that vlog, I will definitely link it below so you can check it out. Right now, I'm currently filming my second trimester recap because today I'm 27 weeks. I feel like every time I say whatever week I am, I go like this, where I'm like, but truly, it's just amazing. In this video, I wanted to quickly share everything that I've noticed throughout my second trimester that has sort of changed, shifted from the first trimester to the second trimester. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I make all kinds of videos about my pregnancy and also my Catholic faith, and all of that all intertwines. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first thing I wanted to talk about was round ligament pain. This is something that has developed for me in the last 2 weeks. For me, round ligament pain is manifesting itself as groin pain. It's a serious pain in my groin. And I think it's just because as your belly grows, the way you move in your body starts to change. The way you maneuver, the way you roll over in bed, the way you stand up from the couch, the way you walk, it's all changing. And so your ligaments and muscles are just all adjusting. So yeah, for the last 2 weeks now, so since week 25, I've had pretty intense groin pain, and it's especially bad when I'm sleeping. So I go to roll over in bed. That's probably the least fun part of it, because it really wakes you up, when you're in pain, when you're just sleeping and then it wakes you up and then you're yeah. I don't know if you guys have experienced anything like that, a groin pain in your second trimester, whatever, if we call it round ligament pain, I don't know, but I'd love to know. The second thing I want to talk about is that he is moving like crazy. It's definitely my favorite part of pregnancy. He's just wriggling around. What's super cool now, he's pretty quiet right now, probably because I've been moving a lot and I'm kind of lulling him to sleep probably. I love when I can see, I can't see any features yet, a foot or a hand or whatever, which I think that would be super cool to see. But for right now, he'll press out a limb and I'll just see my stomach just move and shift to that spot, and then he'll let it go and he'll relax back in, and then I'll see my other spot, I'll see the other side of my stomach push out, and then it'll go back, and it's clearly he's just getting his bearings, getting a little stronger each time, but it's super great. I've been feeling him move since week 16, very faintly. Week 17 it was definite. I was okay, that's gotta be him moving. It's just gotten a little bit stronger literally every day. It just gets slightly a little bit more intense, and clearly he's just building up his strength. When did you guys first start feeling your babies move? I'm so curious to know. Also, when did you start to see whole arms moving across your stomach? Because I'm super excited for that. The next thing I want to talk about, breast changes. In my other pregnancy symptoms video, where I talk about every pregnancy symptom I've ever I had experienced up to that point, and I think I filmed that at 20 weeks, which I can link that or put it up in the cards. But I talked about how my boobs have gotten way bigger, which yes, true, and they're still growing. But around week 22, I definitely noticed that my nipples were starting to get a little bit darker. So yeah, I know that that's a normal thing that happens, and I think it's because babies at first see only high contrast colors, and so they barely have any sight when they're little newborns, and so being able to see the dark nip helps them to, find your boob and breastfeed. So yeah, that started at week 22. I haven't really noticed it progressing, but I noticed it at that point. Also, week 22, 23, I really began to notice, I don't have the definite nut line yet down the center of your stomach that goes straight down from your belly button all the way up. I don't have that fully yet, but I think I will, because it's I feel it's faintly starting. And I think also another part of that is that my hair on my stomach, gosh, pregnancy is rough. Definitely the hair on my stomach has gotten darker, and there's more hair on my stomach. I have no idea why. Thank you, pregnancy, on that. The next thing I want to talk about is a craving that has become really intense. and I think it was because I was iron deficient. So I've begun to take iron. I'm going to talk more also about the pregnancy supplements that I take in a little bit here, but I had intense red meat cravings at, again, around 22 weeks. So like, I just really wanted ground beef. Don't judge me, okay? I made Hamburger Helper twice in 1 week. Hamburger Helper, like I wouldn't normally desire to eat that, you know? Like, it's such like trashy food. But I just wanted like red meat. So yeah, I ate that. Spaghetti and meatballs, like, and actually I'm about to make spaghetti and meatballs after I film this video. So, you know, the red meat cravings haven't totally gone away. But if you guys know me outside of here, or if you have watched some of my previous videos, you might know that I was a vegetarian for 3 years until pregnancy. So it's really weird for me to actually crave meat, because meat for the longest time like actually revolted me. So yeah, red meat cravings. Again, I think it had to do with the iron deficiency, and we'll see. I got my blood work done today. I actually had another midwife appointment, and I had to do the glucose thing, like all of that stuff today, since I was starting my 3rd trimester. But we'll find out, and I will update the status of my iron levels shortly when I get those results back. So yeah, the last thing I wanted to talk about really quickly here was the supplements that I've been taking. Started the iron at week 22, and then at week 23, I really upgraded all of the supplements in like my prenatal. I got a much better one. Hold on a sec. I'm gonna go get them and we'll talk about them together. Oh, so this is all that I take. It kind of seems intense, but it makes me feel a lot better. So, okay. First off, like I said, I upgraded my iron. I got this Solgar brand of gentle iron, iron biglycinate, 25 milligrams. It's non-chelated, and it's supposed to help you digest it a little bit better. So iron can be pretty constipating if you're not used to taking it. So getting like the iron biglycinate chelated iron is really good for that. So I've been taking this every morning on an empty stomach, first of all. It's the first thing I do, and then like 20 to 30 minutes later, I will eat like something not high in calcium, because calcium inhibits the absorption of iron. Also, something I started doing was drinking a little bit of lemon water with this, because the vitamin C from the lemon helps your body absorb iron. So iron and vitamin C go together. Iron and calcium do not go together. About 30 minutes later, I usually eat like eggs and a bagel or something, kind of like a little bit higher in the fat and protein content, because that helps your other vitamins absorb, like the fat soluble ones, not the water soluble like B vitamins, but the fat soluble A, D, all of that. Those are fat soluble, so they dissolve in fat. This is the prenatal that I switched to. It's the Garden of Life My Kind Organics Prenatal Once Daily. You know when you're looking on Amazon, you're looking at all the prenatal vitamins, and literally the serving size is like 4 pills, and I'm like, so one bottle, okay, sure, it says like it's got 120 servings, but that's only gonna last me, what, a month, you know what I mean, because you have to take so many. I wanted a specifically once daily pill that I could take in the morning. These, they don't taste very good, but I really love that it's got all this like organic food blend in it, just kind of like a pregnancy blend of all kinds of stuff, and it's just a generally trusted brand, so I really like this, and it makes me feel really good. I kind of have iron burps after taking this, and I know that that's what they're from, this iron, because there's also iron in this, and not from this iron, because I don't have that for that 30 minutes like from this. It's only right after I take this. If you're in the market for a really good prenatal, I really, really love this. I actually just ran out, and I got another bottle of it. I actually got like the 90-day supply of it, which will last me to the end of my pregnancy, because I'm in the 3rd trimester. Okay, the next thing that I take is also the Garden of Life brand. I'm just liking it a lot. It's in omega-3 fish oil, but it's specifically good for pregnancy because it has a lot of DHA and not EPAs. The American Pregnancy Association recommends like 400 milligrams of DHA, and this is, of course, it's good for your own brain function, like the omega-3s, but it's really, really good for little babies' brain development. And they're lemon flavored and rosemary flavored, so no fishy taste, and I love the amount of DHA. It's got 480 milligrams of DHA and then 104 milligrams of EPAs, so really enjoy that. Next, I take vitamin D in addition to the vitamin D that's in my prenatal, because if you, again, are familiar with my previous pregnancy symptoms videos, I talk about how my thyroid was like slightly elevated, indicating hypothyroidism. And a thing that can be good for that is your vitamin D levels. So I increased my vitamin D intake at week 23. I don't know if it's making a difference or not, but we'll find out when I get my blood work back. Again, vitamin D is fat soluble, so this is their vitamin D drops in an oil. And it's the Thorne brand, which is just a really good, trusted brand, but it's not that expensive. You get like 600 servings in this little bottle. And then finally, I love this. If you Google like pregnancy supplements to take during pregnancy, everybody suggests this, and so do I now because it really is good. So it's the Calm Magnesium. I take this at night and I dissolve it in a cup of warm water, just like I drink it like it's a tea. And it really, really helps with my hip pain, with that groin pain I was talking about. Like it just helps your muscles and like your lower body especially too. Like, oh, if you have varicose veins, taking magnesium is really good for your varicose veins. I don't have varicose veins yet, knock on wood. I really have been enjoying taking that, and it makes you really sleepy. So if you ever have a hard time falling asleep, like I was kind of an insomniac there for like the first half of my pregnancy. I don't want to take anything. Like I haven't taken Tylenol. I've taken, of course, you're not supposed to take Advil, but like I haven't taken anything. No, you know, like sleep aids, no cold medicine. Like I haven't taken anything. But I feel okay, obviously, taking magnesium because it's a nutrient that like our body needs anyway. And if it's gonna make me sleepy, well, then great. That's the bonus. I'll drink it at night. So those are all the supplements that I'm taking. That is pretty much everything that has changed in my second trimester as opposed to my first. Since being in the second trimester, everybody says like, oh, second trimester is the best trimester. I don't know if that's true. I'm no longer nauseous. Wonderful. That stopped at around week 17. And also I love like looking in the mirror and being visibly pregnant. Like that's just so sweet and so special, and it's really fun. So if any of you guys are pregnant, I'm really curious to know who's actually watching my videos. But let me know if you are pregnant, like when you're due or whatever. If you have any kids, I'd love to know. Throw it down in the comments. That'd be super great. And we will see you soon in my next video. Again, if you didn't see this vlog, this nesting mode vlog, I will link that below. Thank you for joining. If you're new again, consider subscribing, and hopefully we'll see you soon in another video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!